On the morning of September 11th, 2001, men, women, and children would awaken to what would be their last morning here on Earth. Some would go off to work. Some would stay at home to care for their families. Some would be headed off to school or daycare, not suspecting the horrific events that would unfold that morning. That morning, 4 hijacked U.S. passenger planes in the hands of enemy terrorists would be used as weapons of mass destruction in an attempt to cause fear and forced submission to the will of those conducting these attacks against the U.S. That morning, 2 of the hijacked airliners were flown into both the North and South Towers of the World Trade Center. A short time later, that morning, a 3rd plane was flown into the Pentagon. And had it not been for the heroic efforts of both passengers and crew, the 4th plane would have struck a predetermined target in our nation's capital. That plane crashed in a lonely field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. That morning, as the result of those attacks, nearly 3,000 precious souls were plunged into eternity, all not knowing that they would meet with death unexpectedly. Many did not know they were literally in the stairwell of their final moments. Some being ushered into the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ, others being lost for eternity. We must never forget the events of that day and those who were the victims of what happened that fateful morning. This presentation is dedicated to their memory.
You say you'll never forget where you were when you heard the news on September 11th, 2001. Neither will I. I was on the 110th floor in a smoke-filled room with a man who called his wife to say goodbye. I held his fingers steady as he dialed. I gave him the piece to say, "Honey, I'm not going to make it. But it's okay. I'm ready to go." I was with his wife when he called as she fed breakfast to their children. I held her up as she tried to understand his words, and as she realized he wasn't coming home that night. I was in the stairwell of the 23rd floor when a woman cried out to me for help. "I've been knocking on the door of your heart for 50 years. I said, "Of course, I'll show you the way home. Only believe in me now." I was at the base of the building when the priest ministered to the injured and devastated souls. I took him home to tend his flock in heaven. He heard my voice and answered. I was on all 4 of those planes, in every seat, with every prayer. I was with the crew as they were overtaken. I was in the very hearts of the believers there, comforting and assuring them that their faith has saved them. I was in Texas, Kansas, London. I was standing next to you when you heard the terrible news. Did you sense me? I want you to know that I saw every face. I knew every name, though not all know me. Some met me for the first time on the 86th floor. Some sought me with their last breath. Some couldn't hear me calling to them through the smoke and flames. Come to me. This way. Take my hand. Some chose, for the final time, to ignore me. But I was there. I did not place you in the tower that day. You may not know why, but I do. However, if you were there in that explosive moment in time, would you have reached for me? September 11th, 2001 was not the end of the journey for you. But someday your journey will end, and I'll be there for you as well. Seek me now while I may be found. Then, at any moment, you know you're ready to go. I will be in the stairwell of your final moments. Remember, I love you.